George Russell lost what had been a remarkable but ultimately fleeting win in the Belgian Grand Prix to teammate Lewis Hamilton after his Mercedes car failed a post-race weight check. Little over an hour after Russell had taken a checkered flag, a mere half a second ahead of Hamilton, an unlikely one-stop strategy after a dramatic race to finish between the Mercedes teammates. The FIA technical delegate reported that Russell's car had been found to be underweight during regular post-race checks. Stewards later confirmed this to be the case and issued a disqualification for Russell's car due to a breach of the regulations. Hamilton therefore inherited the win, a record extending 105th in F1. McLaren's Oscar Piastri moving into second and Leclerc into third. Max Verstappen took fourth, one place ahead of title rival Lando Norris, while Carlos Sainz sixth and Sergio Perez seventh after another difficult race from the front row in the second Red Bull. Although Russell's late DQ denied resurgent Mercedes, the first one to in almost 3 years, the fact they'd still won the race with Hamilton represented their third triumph in the last 4 races without having previously gone 19 months without a win. McLaren and Red Bull had again been tipped as a pre-race favourite despite a rain hit qualifying and a penalty for Verstappen having mixed up the top of the grid, but Mercedes impressed emerged as they begun to be the team to beat in the drive thanks to a storming start from third by Hamilton and a bold strategy call by Russell, with long-term leader Hamilton stopping for tyres twice and Russell only once. The divergent strategy saw the Mercedes teammate run first and second into the tense closing stages with Russell's tyres 16 laps older, but he had track position. Russell called for the one stop and withheld the pressure to get the win before his car was found to be non-compliant. Piastri finished on Mercedes' tail after catching and passing Leclerc, but the pole sitter ran fourth after that, eventually promoted into third. The question many, including miffed Hamilton, was wondering is how Russell was well out of the picture and suddenly came into contention for the win. It was instead of surging Hamilton had been a Mercedes driver on the move and was the likely victor. Passing Perez for second off the line became the first corner and then successfully defended against Red Bull on the slipstream friendly run up to the hill to Eau Rouge to the Les Combes chicane. Hamilton seized the lead from Leclerc down the Kemmel Straight 2 laps later with the aid of DRS on the Ferrari. As Hamilton opened a small but handy early lead on Russell around 2 seconds over Leclerc, Russell pitted early from 10th on lap 10, 1 lap earlier than his teammate, and then quickly overtook the ailing Perez into Les Combes after his return to the track. Significantly, he had been running on lap 26, at the time 9 seconds behind leader Hamilton and 4.5 behind Piastri, that Russell offered what would appear to be a bold strategy over the Mercedes team radio. While Hamilton and then Piastri imminently planned on conventional T-stoppers, Russell duly stayed out and seized the lead, which transformed his race. On 16 lap harder tyres, Hamilton re-emerged and was naturally faster than Russell. Although the performance offset was not such that Hamilton absolutely raced behind and passed his teammate. He eventually got there on lap 40, but the dirty air meant he couldn't pass. Norris had started ahead of Piastri, but again left the first corner behind his teammate after a mistake on the exit of the source, which saw him ride and drop behind Russell and Sainz too. With Verstappen seen from his tail on 11th on the grid, Norris was then undercut by the Dutchman at the first round of starts. Red Bull pitted their driver first on lap 10. McLaren then extended the Britain strategy by a further 5 laps in order to try and get a tyre advantage for later in the race. As it was, there proved to be no avail. Verstappen maintained track position on the end, with the world champion Norris finishing on Leclerc's tail and what ultimately proved the final podium berth. Verstappen therefore increases his title lead over Norris to 2 points 78 heading into the summer break, but with Piastri eventually classified second, Red Bull's constructors title lead is now down to 42 points. Behind Sainz in 6th and Perez in 7th, Alonso took what was a hard fought 8th, with Ocon in 9th, and Daniel Ricciardo promoted to the final points paying position. And before I go, let me run you through the classification for the Belgian Grand Prix. Russell, of course, a disqualification. Brilliant drive on that one-stop strategy. So gutted for him. But yeah, it's motor racing. Hamilton, for me, the deserved winner. He was been driving outstanding all weekend. Kind of got screwed by his team on strategy. So yeah, I think it kind of inherited the natural winner, but still heartbreaking for George. Piastri, a really good race as well. Just maybe that going long at the pit stop, maybe costing a win. Who knows? Leclerc, I think, did well as well. That car didn't really deserve third. Verstappen, a good recovery from him. Norris, though, will be disappointed. You can't be finishing behind your title rival when you're starting 11th with that gap if you want any chance. And yeah, for me, Norris, just letting too many opportunities slip at the moment. Sainz in 6th, I think it's not bad, but he just didn't have the pace. Perez 7th, yeah, miles off it. He had a really chance to prove himself. But yeah, he kind of didn't deliver, and you wonder if that could be costly for him. Alonso in 8th, good drive for him to get back in the points. Similar story for Ocon and Ricciardo, I guess, especially an important time for him. Stroll in 11th, so we disappointed to just miss out on the points, especially with where Alonso finished. Albon 12th, similar story. Gasly, just away behind Ocon this weekend. Then you got Magnussen, who finished ahead of Hulkenberg, so you can say it's small since from that, but just didn't really have the pace. Similar story for Bottas. Tsunoda, disappointing race, not really on the pace of Ricciardo, which has been a bit seen recently. Tsunoda as well off the pace, and then Zhou with a retirement to round out the field. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.